Greetings. Welcome to another episode of Soulful Sundays. We are super excited. We got here a little late today, and we're going to give you a chance to jump on. And I'm going to go ahead and post in the chat box our YouTube link. So if you have someone watching that does not have a Facebook page, we also have a YouTube link option available for them as well. But I think this is our third Sunday.
Yes, it is.
It's our third Sunday getting it done. And as I warned you on the first day, you got to catch us. I know we trying to come up with a schedule, but we busy women. And sometimes, our schedule will not allow us to be consistent and consistently the same time. And so we meant to do 4, but something came up. So we had to schedule for later. But we are here now. I want to introduce again because I feel like we didn't really do that in any of the other shows. So why don't we go ahead and introduce Grandma? Introduce yourself. Tell them who you are, and then we'll introduce Mom, and then you will hear our first song after that.
Okay, my name is Georgia Hudson. I'm married to Thomas Hudson. I've got 5 boys and 1 girl.
6
and
6.
6 boys and 1 girl?
6 boys and 1 girl, and 4 adopted girls. And I'm a member of St. Mark. I have my own business. I'm trying to start a nonprofit organization, Family Development Center, something that will help our kids, give them something to do. And I'm just happy to be here. My granddaughter asked me if I would do this. It's been an experience, but I'm enjoying it. It at least has given me a chance to use my voice because I don't sing around the house like I used to. So I'm enjoying being here.
Awesome. Yay.
Yay. Mm-hmm. Hello, my name is Agnolia B. Gay, and I am an actress that taught in a classroom for 23 and a half years. So for 23 and a half years, my classroom was my stage, and I'm walking in the footsteps of this beautiful lady who walked in the footsteps of her mother, etc. Mm-hmm. So that's our legacy. I am not only an actress, but an educator. I am just a community liaison. I do multiple things. I have my own nonprofit and intimate exposure to African American artists, aka Aint. And I also, I just went blank.
You got Acts 3 too.
Thank you very much. Acts 3 is a performance ensemble that included myself, my mother, and Amaria Jones, and we would feature different people. We've been doing Acts 3 since the late 90s. And I'm just excited to be here with my daughter. I'm very, very proud mom.
Awesome. Yay. So that is the ladies that I have on here with me, my grandmother, Georgia Hudson, and my mom, Magnolia Gay. In case you don't know who I am, my name is China Nellen. I am the founder and CEO of Cultural Immersion Media. It is a TV network as well as a education, consulting, and programming company. And I'm also a professor at a local HBCU here, an entrepreneur, and a mom. Ashe. But we're going to jump in. So it's time for the first song. I usually try to get the first song in within the first 10 minutes, and we were right at 5 minutes. So I'm excited.
Okay.
So my first song, we were talking, and it's a slave song.
Yeah.
And it's called
Hold On.
Hold On. So I'm going to let Grandma jump in and go ahead and start singing, and we're going to break down the meaning of the song and things of that nature afterwards. So get ready for the treat. Like and share.
Hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. Everything will be all right. I said, hold on just a little while longer. Hold on, just a little while longer. Hold on, just a little while longer. Everything will be all right. Or don't you pray on, just a little while longer. Pray on, just a little while longer. Pray on, just a little while longer. Everything will be all right. Hold on, a little while longer. Hold on, little while longer. Hold on, little while longer. Everything will be all right.
Beautiful.
I say.
Beautiful.
I say. So as titled, that was Hold On. I was talking to Grandma a bit about that right before we went live, and Grandma informed me that she identifies it as a slave song. As you know, if you've been coming for the last couple of weeks that we've been doing that, we're talking about, because it's Black History Month, the difference between and how they overlap. But slave songs, spirituals, and gospel songs. And so this one we would consider a slave song because it's talking about their struggle to achieve something, right? The song is based on their plight and their experience, right? And the song is trying to get them and push them through to the next part. So when we talk about word sound power, Nomo, right? This is an African intellectual concept that we find a lot in our natural traditions. So using words as power tools is kind of like magic, right? Manifestation. We speak these things into existence. Hold on just a little while longer and everything is going to, so if I can make it through, I'll be fine, right? So it's giving us the inspiration to do that. The other thing that automatically comes to mind is call and response, right? So it's definitely a call and response song. If you're not familiar with the term call and response, it's literally what it sounds like. I make a call, you respond, right? So Grandma was singing, hold on, right? Just a little while longer. And then like after that, like as you can see, Mom started joining in on that hold on, right? The hold on is always it's always the same, the syncopation, the tonation. Everywhere else you can kind of fly around and sing and do her own thing, but that hold on, that's that community. That's that consistency that we hear in the music.
It's a form of encouragement.
Definitely a form of encouragement. So I'm gonna let them talk a little bit about it. Now that I've talked about it from my professor perspective. How does hold on kind of speak to you guys? When you sing it, like what emotionally resonates with you, and what do you feel generally the message is when you're giving? I know it can change, you know what I'm saying, based on the situation, but what do you think?
Well, I can say to me, there have been times in my life at the age of 84 that I have had situations that kind of made me feel like I want to just throw up both hands. And there was a little saying that's similar to hold on. It just won't last. It's things are gonna have to get better. It just won't last. This just won't last. It has to get better. And that's a form to me of holding on, because there's going to be a brighter day. There's going to be something that's going to happen that's going to make a difference in what is going on in my life right then at that time that was causing me to not feel good about what was happening.
For sure.
As a director, educator, Hold On is definitely a song that I've used in multiple performances, productions that I've done over the years. And definitely starting, when I start in Africa. But as we go through the transatlantic, slave trade over the waters, definitely that song is relevant to use as we go into slavery, etc. So
Yeah.
this is a song. These are songs. The songs that my mother's singing. Again, I've said it before. Songs that I grew up with, songs that I love, and they don't sing them like that anymore. You know, of course, you got some out there, but these are songs that we definitely want to document so that we'll have them for the next generation.
For sure. Yeah, so that's Hold On. That's our first selection for tonight. But I think we're ready for our next one. What was the
We're gonna do.
You ready to do the ensemble?
I don't care. That's fine.
Or you want to do your hymn?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about doing some moans and hymns, things that was did when I was a little girl, and my daddy was a minister, and we would go to church, and when the deacons got ready to open the services for Sunday mornings, we did it here in Little Rock for a while. And while the deacon was down there praying, little mother over in the amen corner is what they call it, would say like, oh, it's getting late in the evening, sun is going down, oh, it's getting late in the evening, sun is going down. Oh, if it wasn't for Jesus, I wouldn't have no friend. Oh, if it wasn't for Jesus, I wouldn't have no friend. Oh, I didn't do no writing, but my name was signed. I didn't do no writing, but my name was signed. Now that's what we call moans when the deacons was praying. And it's like a call and response.
It's definitely a
it's 100%, and it's my favorite actually aspect. I think it's really beautiful, and I really think that that's where our modern runs come from, like all those runnings and stuff like that. But like this one, there has to be a certain consistency so everybody can fall in line, right? And then you kind of have the freedom to do your runs and stuff in a certain section. I also want to let you guys feel free to drop in the chat box. Let us know you're here. Talk to us. If you're on the YouTube page, you can definitely get in the chat box and we will see it. If you are on either of the Facebook pages, please get in the chat box and we will be able to see it. We got it worked out now, so we should be able to see all the comments. So if you comment, we should be able to see it. So from any where that you're viewing this.
And there was one of my mama's favorite hymns. And this is what I call hymns, like Father, I stretch my hand to thee. And I love the Lord, he heard my cry. But, and I'm gonna just do the first verse because it takes the congregation to come in and do the whole song. Father, stretch my hand to thee, Father, oh Lord, stretch my hands to no other help I know. And that's just one of the hymns. And that was my mama's favorite.
I love them.
My mama's favorite.
I love them.
And you know, she used to on Sunday mornings in church. If my mama felt like praying and singing her hymn, well, nobody gonna stop her.
Yes.
And if you knew Agnolia Shepherd, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But like there's a certain like they knew when to come in and when to come out. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really explain that, but it's like I don't know if it's just because they were around each other so long or maybe they were used to hearing it, but there's a certain like flow, you know, ebb and flow where they come in and out of the music, and it's quite beautiful. And it's all these different levels of sound, and there's no maybe every now and then there'll be an organ, right? Every now and then, yeah.
And again, everybody couldn't follow. So those are the type of songs you follow. You don't play the song and you sing along with the pianist.
It's just the harmony.
They will follow the leader that's singing.
Yes. Yes. Awesome.
That's old school.
Yes. Yes. And it's quite beautiful, and it's very rare now. So thank you, Grandma, for passing on the tradition and sharing. And I do sing. I just don't be wanting to mess up. You know what I'm saying? And then it's very different. You don't know when to come in and when so I didn't get to practice because I had something come up last minute. So I don't know when to come in. Yeah. But next time, one of these days, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna sing too. Because Grandma, can I sing?
And she can sing. She really can. Okay. And her daughter can too.
I say, Boogie sing, and Mommy sings too. Okay, anyway, we digress. Okay, but are we ready to do When Malendi?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a piece of poetry entitled "When Malendi Sings" by Paul Laurence Dunbar, and it has an opportunity for Mom to sing
a couple of songs
in the
poem. More to the center. Come on, Martha. Yeah.
Get my pillow.
Oh, yes. Okay. It's okay.
Okay. I'm fine.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. When Malendi Sings by Paul Laurence Dunbar. Gwen, quit that nose, Miss Lucy. Put that music book away. What's the use to keep on trying if you practice till you gray? You can't start no notes of flying like the ones that rants and rangs from the kitchen to the big woods when Belinda sings. You ain't got the natural organs for to make the sound come right. You ain't got the tunes and twistings for to make it sweet and light. Tell you one thing now, Miss Lucy, and I'm telling you for true, when it comes to round right singing, tain't no easy thing to do. Easy enough for folks to holler looking at the lines and the dots when there ain't no one can sense it. And the tune come in spots. But for real melodious music that just strikes your heart and clangs, just you stand and listen with me when Malendi sings. Ain't you never heard Malendi? Blessed soul, take up the cross. Look here, ain't you joking, honey? Well, you don't know what you lost. You ought to have that gal wobbling, robins, locks, and all them things. Hush they mouths, hides they faces when Malendi sings. She just spreads her mouth and hollers, "Come to Jesus," twirl you hear. Sinners trembling, steps and boss it, timid like a drawing near. Then she turns to
Rock of Ages, clear for me. Let me hide myself in thee.
Simply to the cross she clangs, and you find your tears are dropping when Malendi sings. Oh, it's sweeter than the music of an educated band, and it's dearer than the battle songs of triumph in the land. It seems holier than evening when the solemn church bells ring, as I sit and calmly listen while Malendi sings. Tassa, stop that bark and hear me. Man, to make that child keep still, don't you hear the echoes calling from the valley to the hill? Let me listen. I can hear through the brush of angels' wings, soft, sweet.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. I saw a band of angels what's coming after me. Coming for to carry me home.
Is Malendi Sings.
Ashe. Let me come back in. You're good. No, you don't gotta move. I'm good. I'm just gonna squeeze back in the picture.
Okay.
All right. So awesome, you guys.
And that was an edited version.
Yes, that was a shortened version, but I think you guys, if you may remember me talking about the first week, how every February we were generally inundated with performances.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the things that they would perform, but of course, Mom would be out like engaging the audience while she was doing her poetry, and Grandma would usually be like in a rocking chair. And then I think sometimes we would have Maria doing like some liturgical or African movement, African contemporary, movement, dance movement with it. Quite beautiful. And every year, what I'm saying, these are things that I've experienced. I was telling Mom that throughout the year, year round. So as we all know, Black History Month is not relegated to February. Hopefully you also know that Black History Month is not only for Black people. Ashe, Black history is American history. We share a common culture, a common community, a common country, common experiences. Black history is your history. Ashe. Just like George Washington is the founder of my country, Martin Luther King is the founder of your civil rights movement. Ashe. He's just as much yours as he is mine. Gonna take him. But I was watching a PBS series, actually television series called The Long Song on a show I was watching, and I was just telling Mom how good it was and things of that nature. But basically everything that she was talking about, it reminds me of the party. I know it was when Malendi sings, but it reminds me of another thing that she does, the party, and all of those experiences and using that dialect and that language and using it well. Because a lot of times people try to do that dialect and that language, and they can't get it. It'd be terrible, and like you can't even enjoy the acting because the accent is so bad. But like really taking on that dialect and the mannerisms and the culture of it, because our forefathers figured out how to have fun and a good time. You know what I'm saying? Through some very hard situations, and so everything that you saw was not them being saddened. You know what I'm saying? They learned how to find joy, you know what I'm saying, in what they could.
Music.
Dance, relationships, storytelling, you know what I'm saying, and dreaming about freedom and and escape, and you know what I'm saying, and just having a better life and what that might look like.
And right now, yesterday, I accidentally ran across something on YouTube called Straight Up. And if you go on YouTube and you see on the bottom of the thing up there, what do you call that? The announcement of what is going on. Comments. And it says Straight Up, and it's all talking about history of the dark-skinned people. He started out with the complex, the eyes and the hair, which is something completely, totally different with your complexion.
For sure.
And he talked about the Black women that was in the White House that has been first ladies. I'm serious. It is so interesting. It is so interesting. And they had this group on there, and I have the CD. And this man was singing about, tell me who was that writing? Was John the Revelation? Or who was that writing? John the Revelation. Tell me who was that writing? It was John the Revelation, writing in the book of the seven seals.
Love it.
And it is so interesting. It's so interesting. And you think about it, the fact they had piano music, and they couldn't even hardly pronounce the words that good, but they was really singing.
For sure.
Really singing. I mean, this little light of mine, I got all of that on the CD upstairs, and it's really interesting.
That reminds me, even in the fields, there were, it's not just about spirituals and being in church, etc., or those type songs. There was a song called Old House. Oh,
Oh yeah, those are play songs. That,
yeah. So I would like for her to be really short.
Yeah.
Do it.
When I was a little girl growing up, my mom said these are some of the songs that they did in Africa, because I think I mentioned earlier that my great grandfather was a king in Africa, and they sang these play songs, and I did them when I was a little girl, and it was like, oh, house, tear down, oh, house is a rotten, tear down, and who go help me, tear down, my son gonna help me, tear down, when I get my new house, we're gonna give my old one to my son. Oh, house,
tear down,
oh, house is a rotten,
tear down,
and who go help me,
tear down,
my son go help me,
tear down,
when I get my new house, we're gonna give my old one to my son. Shiny little girl, shiny, shining, shining, shiny little girl, shiny eye, shiny, shining, way down yonder in the middle of the moon,
shining, shining.
Let's go get a little silver spoon, shining, shining. I know something I ain't gonna tell. Shiny, shiny, grandpa killed and thrown in the well. Shiny, shiny, shiny little girl, shiny, shining, shiny, shiny little girl, shiny eye.
Shiny,
shiny.
Hey, little girl, you started wrong.
Shiny, shiny,
stop right here. Let's sing this song.
Shiny, shiny. Let me see, what's the other one? She lied. She lied, she lied, a girl. She lied, a woman. Don't she lied, multiply. She lied,
if I live.
she lied, she lied. Ain't gonna pick no cotton at all.
She lied,
she lied, a girl. She lied, a woman. No, she lied, multiply. She lied.
If I live,
She lied.
see next fall,
She lied.
ain't gonna pick no
cotton
cotton at all.
She lied,
She lied,
a girl. She lied, a woman. No, she lied.
One of my favorites.
Yes. We ain't seen that in a while. But yeah, so these are like songs that we practice for performances, and they usually have like dances to go with them, and we generally always tell a story, right? We never just give you the song. We let you know, give you context for the song, let you know like how it's applicable and maybe how it was used at that time. We're already at 27 minutes.
Okay.
I say. So my thing is, we kill it every time, right?
Okay.
We every time we kill it. Yeah. So we have like a lineup of stuff that we wanted to do, but we don't have enough time. So we have to come back next Sunday. We got one more that we're gonna do. We're gonna do one more. Well, we're gonna talk about this a little bit more, and then we're gonna do one more. And then we're gonna have them come back next week. And next week we'll have our guests, because we kind of been inviting people, but we kind of we have our guests. Oh, right. We're gonna have our guests week after next. Week after next, we'll have our guests. Yes, but we'll still be here next week. We'll figure out how to do it online. Yeah. Okay. All right. So
it'd be
a little bit different format, but we'll definitely be back next Sunday. Hopefully closer to 4. But She Lied is a song that like I definitely grew up with. I think we all grew up with it, and it's something that we passed, like grandma passed down from generation to generation. I am really grateful for that, because
but when mom first taught me that song, she said, see the line, and I kept listening to the story. She lied instead of, so when I was younger, she's like, see the line, see the line. But she was really saying she lied. She lying about not going back to the cotton field, because she had to.
Right.
That wasn't a choice. You didn't have an option.
So let's go over the words, right? So she lying, she lying, girl, she lying, she a lying woman. No, she lying, multiplying, she lying.
And then she said, if I live,
she lying,
see next fall,
she lying.
I ain't gonna pick no cotton at all.
She lying. Okay, so these songs like were and the interesting thing is that it's rebellion and like funny banter, right? So they're like kind of laughing amongst themselves. Like, she ain't going nowhere. She lying, but at the same time, she's like, I'm getting up out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm gonna get it. If I live, see next fall, I ain't picking no cotton. And right. And so it was twofold, right? And a lot of times when they had these types of conversations, they couldn't have them blatantly or poignantly in front of their overseers and masters, right? So they had to find ways
way
to
to
communicate,
Right.
incognito, right?
With each other.
Right? So,
And then the second line was, see that girl in the rain, ringing and twisted.
Twisted,
Now ain't that a shame? And so she's dancing. She's
in the rain.
just kind of
Mhm.
in a different space and have taken herself out of the cotton field.
Mhm.
And then of course those of us who still picking cotton, like, look at her.
Mhm.
Over there. And it's sad because you over there free and you gotta come right back to slavery.
What's
Free
the
for
song
5
we do
seconds.
about- No, change. What is it?
Sun up to sundown.
Sun up to sundown.
Okay, you wanna do that one?
Yeah.
We want
So we'll say that one's for next time.
Okay.
let's save
Okay.
it for next time.
Okay.
But we can
Okay, she wanna do it.
Mm,
Okay.
we can do it till next time.
Well, I thought you wanted to do one more.
I
Oh,
was
well,
going to do
What you
Motherless Child.
Then so I was gonna say that one for next time.
Which
And
one?
Motherless Child for next time. We can just
Do
do Sun Up to Sundown
Sundown
right now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Okay, so we figured it out. We're gonna do one more for you. We're gonna do another melody since we
Slave
did so
song.
good together. A slave song. This is called Sun Up to Sundown. Grandma's gonna lead. We're gonna do the call and response or background portion.
Sun up to sundown.
Picking that cotton.
Sun up to sundown.
Whoop by the master.
Sun up to sundown.
Chain and shackle. No more auction block for me.
Sun up to sundown.
Picking that cotton.
Sun up to sundown.
Whoop by the master.
Sun up to sundown.
Chain and shackle. No more auction block for me.
It's really short.
It was short.
That's it. Those are the words.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's basically.
Yep, it's for a quick breakdown for you, sun up to sundown. So all day long, from the time the sun comes up to the
That's
sun
right.
it goes down, we picking that cotton.
That's right.
So you don't see no sunlight.
Late
Before
in the evening.
before the light come up, you in the
Mhm.
field, and when the sun go down, you in the
You in
field.
the
So
field.
what time did you have for yourself? None. Sun up to
Mhm.
sundown, picking that cotton. Sun up to sundown, whooped by the master, right?
Mhm.
Physically with a lash, mentally, emotionally. Sun up to sun spiritually, right? Sun up to sundown, chains and shackles,
Mhm.
right?
And I remember as a girl, we used to come home from the field and it would be so dark, and Mama would try to fix something for us to eat, and I would lay on the floor and go to sleep. And when I wake up, I thought it was time to go back to work to the fields again.
Mm.
I'm serious. That's a natural fact.
Mm.
And I want to just take a minute again to say, sometimes you are enslaved by, even today,
Mm-hmm.
from sun up to sundown, that
Mhm.
drug, that bottle,
That 9 to 5.
that too,
Not
that
being
too.
able to do anything different.
And exactly. And
Mhm.
we, I
Mhm.
say we have to identify
Mhm.
what that master is for us.
That's right.
So, we can take these lessons from yesterday
Mhm.
and we can still learn from them today. And the
Mhm.
same way our foreparents, our ancestors
Mhm.
dealt with those times that were, hard for them,
Mhm.
we can push through. We can hold on. We can
Mhm.
believe that there's a brighter day ahead for us as well.
Mhm.
And so don't want to leave our show today not making a connection from yesterday to
Mhm.
today. There are lessons we can learn from our ancestors.
100%.
So, do you want to do Ain't Gonna Let Nobody Turn Me Around next week?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, the rest of the songs we're going to do next week because we're already 4 minutes over. I was
Oh.
going to say something. I forgot what it was. Dang. Okay. Oh, well. Guess you guys will get it next time. All right. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So I'm always having these conversations with people because I'm like, I've been like this my whole life, a little radical, little, what I'm saying, on the,
Really?
what I'm saying, little centered, African centered side.
Mhm.
And then I just realized since I could sing, my grandma, my mama been having me sing no more auction block for me. And I wouldn't even know no auction block. So no wonder, what I'm saying, I'm so radical. Because I've been saying no chains and shackles since I've known. So before I even knew what the song was about, I've been singing this my whole life,
Yeah.
And so, but that speaks to the word sound power and to like how it's like been ingrained in me and how I went and looked for the information afterwards. I literally was trying to figure out my whole life, like, how did I get like this? Oh, that's why, because we've been singing these songs forever. But I think this was another great Soulful Sunday.
Definitely.
Today we kind of focused on like slave songs, Negro spiritual. So I think worked out because we got to sing with grandma, and now you get to see how we do her background for. We just here to support, you know. Yeah, we try. Yeah, can't nobody touch it, but you know what I'm saying. We just be trying to make sure you can it lasts. You know what I'm saying, that we can carry that legacy on. So I have some brown beans, baked chicken, and cornbread that my grandma cooked last night that's calling my name. Right, I've been smelling it the whole time I've been over here with y'all. I'm over here salivating. So I need to get me some food in my belly. I don't know what y'all doing, but I'm about to get me something to eat. Please like and share the page. Please, if you're on Facebook, go and like and share all of our social media pages. Lady Georgia, you can friend Agnolia Gay. You can also friend Georgia May Shepherd, Hudson. You can like the Cultural Immersion media page as well. If you're on YouTube and you're catching it from the Adusum page. Please like and share, and eventually we'll get a Soulful Sundays Lady Georgia page on YouTube as well. But right now, check us out on Adusum, and we'll check you guys next week. Do we have any last comments?
No. Bye.
All right. I've enjoyed myself. Hope you have too. See you next time.
See you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.